Hey everyone, I got a whole bunch of DVDs I want to show you. It's not all stuff I've gotten recently. Some of it I gotten a while ago. I've been going to thrift stores and flea markets, church sales and stuff, and I've got a lot of stuff built up. I would have done a video a while ago, but man, I've been tired because of work. But yeah. Oh, and I've also gotten some stuff in the mail. So first, have I talked about this before? I don't remember. Gridman on Blu-ray from Mill Creek. This was really cool to find. So happy they finally put this out. I remember years ago when I was getting really back into like tokusatsu stuff. I was watching Power Rangers and I was watching some of the other old shows I used to watch, like Beetleborgs and Master Rider. And I was looking into other shows I hadn't seen, like Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad. And I wanted to know more about the Japanese versions of those shows. So I went to let's see, it wasn't YouTube back in the day. It was some other site that had like Gridman up, and it was subtitled in English. But the weird thing was that it wasn't the Japanese version; it was the Chinese version. Yeah, that was strange because like I was starting to learn Japanese a little bit, and I was watching it. And I was like, man, I can't pick up anything from this. And then I was like, it doesn't even sound like Japanese. And then I realized, oh well, because it's not. So anyway, at the flea market a while ago, I found a copy of Beauty and the Beast. This was pretty cool to find. Let's see, it opens up. There's this little foam thing here. Velcro thing to keep the front flap shut there. Oh, and one of the weird things, when I was putting this up with the other DVDs, I saw there was like a 1 down here in the bottom. I don't know what that's all about. Like, 1 what? Or was this like part of a box set of other movies? Like, was there this, and then Beauty and the Beast didn't have sequels. Or, well, it had, like, spin-off specials. Like, it had Belle's Enchanted Christmas, I think. Yeah, so anyway, I don't know why there's a 1 there, but who cares? Cool to have Beauty and the Beast on DVD. And this was a cool thing. Darby O'Gill and the Little People. Love this movie. I grew up with this on tape. We had it taped off a TV, I think. And yeah, really love this. We actually already had a DVD of this, but I don't know where it is. My grandma has it somewhere, I think, so I was happy to have my own copy. Let's see. Oh, and it still had the paper inside, so that's really cool. Oh, and one of the interesting things with Darby O'Gill, there were 2 different versions of it. The one we had taped off a TV is like the normal one. It's also the one that's on the DVD. And then we had a tape, which was like a normal, officially released tape, but Darby himself had been dubbed over. It was really weird. And oh, here was something. I think I got this at the library sale. Futurama, Bender's Big Score, the original cover. I have a version of this I bought from a video store, and it's just in a normal DVD box. This is like in a cardboard thing, and the disc just goes in a little slipcase here. That's really annoying because it's gonna scratch it up eventually, but I mainly just got this for the look of it because I don't have the normal version of this one. Let's see, I have the second Futurama movie, Beast with a Billion Backs. That one's in the normal case, but I took the like plastic disc holder off of like a free National Geographic documentary we got in the mail. I glued that to the inside, and it fits. So yeah, there's that. Anyway, The Devil's Rejects on Blu-ray. This was really cool. I have this on DVD. I think I might have a Blu-ray of it. I don't know for sure. I've got to go check. Anyway, at some point I want to go over all my Rob Zombie DVDs. I'm still looking for the Halloween movies. I'm not in a big rush to find them. Oh, I just noticed the Blu-ray logo was like scratched off here. Well, that's weird. The rest of the disc is like in a pretty decent shape. And Malcolm X. I got this at the library sale. It was a bag sale, so I just got anything that looked the least bit interesting, and sometimes I like historical dramas and like biodramas, so I don't know, maybe I'll like this, maybe I'll think it's boring. I don't know a whole lot about Malcolm X. I remember reading about him back in like high school history, but nothing really stuck with me. And I got this from Big Lots, Rocko's Modern Life Season 2. I don't remember much about Rocko's Modern Life. I really wish I could have found Season 1. I like to watch things from the beginning, but for $3 I couldn't pass this up. And, another Thomas DVD, Thomas and Friends, It's Great to Be an Engine. I got this from the flea market. It was okay. I think this was the beginning of the, like, fans call it Sharon Miller era, or it was the Hit era. I don't know. I'm not too knowledgeable about Thomas yet. I'm still slowly getting back into it. There's one good episode on here with Emily, the girl train, or tank engine. Some fans don't like when you call them trains. But the rest of some of the episodes are pretty bad. Yeah. And oh, this is another one I got. Holiday Express Classic Storytime Collection. Sodor Sounds Game Cargo Challenge Game. Oh, and I see it has multiple languages. English, Spanish, French. So I'm guessing this is CGI. Is it going to be good? I don't know. The other Christmas one I got was pretty bad. Let's see. Oh, and this was something cool. Found The Simpsons Season 6 in this stupid head box that I was thinking of doing a video about on its own, because this is an infamously bad DVD. Look at that. Come on. And then, so yeah, they give you a DVD that's hard to open. It's awkward, doesn't fit on the shelf well. The thing that holds the discs falls out. And then they give you a piece of paper that tells you how to order a normal box, but it passively aggressively insults you while doing it. Oh, and for some reason the episode booklet's missing. So, yeah, that sucks. At some point I want to, like, do a series of videos talking about weird DVD boxes, because I've seen a lot of weird DVD boxes and nobody really talks about them that much. So anyway, you can't order the replacement normal box for this anymore, so what I did was I imported a UK version. It hasn't come yet. I don't know what it looks like. I'm hoping it's like just a standard box. I'm gonna be really mad if it comes and it's just another one of these. Or if it doesn't come in a box at all, like a certain DVD I just ordered. Where'd I put that? Oh, well, I can't find... I don't know where I put it. Anyway, I've been trying to collect all the Disney Power Ranger DVDs, and I'm only missing a few of them. One of them was Operation Overdrive Volume 3. So I went to eBay, I found a dirt cheap one, it was like $4. So I ordered that, after looking over very carefully to see, is it just the disc, or does it include the box? There was nothing there that said it doesn't include the box. It didn't have the box. And they shipped it in a flimsy envelope, and there was a crack in it. And since it's only $4, it's really not worth the time or bother to return it, so I'm stuck with a broken Operation Overdrive Volume 3 DVD that I can't possibly use. That's nice. Oh, here's another Thomas DVD. Adventure on the Tracks. Now, the really cool thing about this is it has a ton of old classic Thomas episodes, so this was perfect. I think this is like the closest to like a box set collection of the original series that we've gotten over here. There's the early years DVD. I'm waiting to find a cheap copy of that. The one problem with this is they're not like in order. Like, these are just kind of jumbled up, just random DVDs. But it's a lot of them in one place, so that's cool. Oh, here's something. At the flea market, someone had a box of DVDs for free. Just all of them for free. I don't know why. I guess they really wanted to get rid of them. Anyway, I didn't really see anything in there. Most of it was like deer hunting instructional DVDs, but then there was also this. Tales of the Gold Monkey, the Complete Series. I've seen this DVD like a million times in like orders that we get in the mail, like DVD catalogs where this will be there, and I've never given it a second look. I've seen this like in stores, I've never looked at it, but for free, sure. Anyway, I read it. It sounds kind of like it's an Indiana Jones type of thing. I'm not really big into like that kind of thing, but I don't know. Maybe it's good, maybe it's bad. It was free, so I'll watch it. Oh, and this was cool. At Soundground, a local like comic electronics store, I found this, A Troll in Central Park. So now I'm really close to having all the Don Bluth movies. I'm only missing Dragon's Lair, Space Ace, and Rockadoodle. And I don't really care about finding Rockadoodle. I don't really want that one. Dragon's Lair, Space Ace, there was like a double DVD set I remember seeing of that. I really want that, but it's like 60 bucks on eBay, so that sucks. But anyway, Troll in Central Park, and I just watched this a while ago. It's, not as good as I remember it being back when I was 6. Obviously. I have seen the Nostalgia Critic review of this, which is pretty funny. Anyway, not Don Bluth's best, but, you know, for really little kids, it's not a bad movie. I'd say if you have, like, really little kids, this might be fine. Let's see, what... Oh, here's something cool. Today, at Salvation Army, I found Bruce Lee the Invincible with, Bruce Lee. Anyway, I've seen this before. It's a pretty bad, like, Bruce Lee imitator movie. The plot is just nonsense. It's... Ugh. But the one thing that, like, makes this one unique is there's a guy in a gorilla suit. For no reason. I remember I watched it the first time. The main guy, Bruce Lee's character, he's trying to save his sister or something, or his friend's sister. I don't remember. She's being held captive by gangsters, and he's running through the woods, and all of a sudden this guy in a gorilla suit attacks him. I think it's supposed to be an actual gorilla in the context of the story, even though it makes no sense that a gorilla would be there, but whatever. It does make it stand out. Oh, and then there was this DVD. Yes, Virginia, there is a Santa Claus. Now, I saw the design of the little girl on the cover, and it looked very similar to the girl from the cartoon I know of, Yes, Virginia, that I grew up with. We had it on tape. So I bought this thinking, is this going to be it? Turns out, yes, it is. And it's in color, which is nice, because the version I had was in black and white. And also, this is uncut, I think. I haven't watched the whole thing. But at the beginning, in the version I have, she's going home from school. Some bullies make fun of her for talking about Santa. And then she talks to a policeman, and then, in the version I have, she goes straight home. In this version, the policeman calls somebody, and there's a comedy bit that's not funny, that goes on for way too long, and I can see why they cut it out of the version I had. But it's nice to have it there, I guess. Let's see what... Oh, here's something. Hot Fuzz, from the creators of Shaun of the Dead. I've seen Shaun of the Dead. I liked it. Not my favorite zombie movie. That would be Day of the Dead, the Romero version. So, anyway, Shaun of the Dead, also good. Anyway, Hot Fuzz, maybe it's good. Maybe it's bad. Who knows? I'm leaning towards it's probably good. Even if it's not something that personally appeals to me, it'll still probably be good. And, oh, here's something. At Open Door Mission a while ago, I got this Cocoon double feature. Never seen Cocoon, don't know a whole lot about it. I know it's like a sort of sci-fi fantasy type of thing about aliens that give a bunch of old people, like, the chance to become young again or something. Anyway, I had no idea there was a sequel, so that was cool. Oh, here's another Thomas DVD. Hero of the Rails, the movie. Loved this. This was a really good movie. Like, it's not the best thing in the world, but yeah, like, for a Thomas movie, this was, like, really, really good. It, kind of slow in spots, like, it's only 60 minutes. It feels longer, though. Maybe it's because of the constant narration. I have the American version. Michael Brandon does the narration, and, it almost never stops, which is kind of irritating, but it's still a really good movie. There's the occasional, like, rhyming bits, which are weird. I thought they stopped doing that at this point. But anyway, yeah. Good movie. Yeah, like it. Here's something I got at the dollar store a while ago. UFOs and Aliens. And, I did watch some of this. Not all of it. It's a decent, like, UFO alien documentary collection. There's some neat stuff. Some stuff that, like, I'm into alien stuff already, so for me, a lot of it was just kind of redundant. Like, I already know all that. Anyway, the other thing, excuse me, that I got at the dollar store was Daphne and Velma, the movie, or original movie. Is this the girl from, what was the name of it? The Mystery Begins and Curse of the Lake Monster? Like, they had 2 TV movie specials or something. Anyway, I'm pretty sure, that Velma is the Velma from those. I liked them okay. Not a whole lot. I'd prefer watching just the Scooby-Doo cartoon, but I don't know. Maybe there's something to this. Maybe it's dead boring. Who knows? I guess I'll see when I get around to watching it. Oh, some stuff fell over there. Oh, here's something cool. the Doctor Who collection. This was really neat. Now, this is the movies with Peter Cushing. This box set is pretty hard to find. So anyway, a while ago on eBay, I found this for, I think it was like $25, and then it went on sale for, I don't even know how much. Like, it got marked down quite a bit. So that was really cool. So anyway, Doctor Who and the Daleks, and there's Peter Cushing there. Really love Peter Cushing, big fan of his. So I was really happy to find his Doctor Who movies on Region 1 DVD. Back in a couple of years ago when I was really into Doctor Who, I was trying to find all the Doctor Who DVDs, and especially the classic Doctor Who, and I really wanted the Peter Cushing movies because I really like Peter Cushing. I thought the idea of like movies sounded interesting. And I couldn't find this cheap anywhere. The cheapest copy was like $40 or something, used. So I just imported the UK one, which was only like $10. Yeah, that makes sense. So anyway, now this version is finally discounted, so I was able to get it on Region 1. That's really cool, just for the sake of convenience. I can watch it in any room. I don't have to hook up the and turn on the Region free player over there. And, oh, here's something else I got from, I believe this was from the dollar store, Bigfoot the Lost Coast tapes. I see this all the time when I look up Bigfoot movies or Bigfoot anything. I'll see this. So I don't know, that probably either means it's like incredibly common because it's like cheap to put out, or maybe it's really good and just everybody really wants everybody to see it. And then, oh, this I got in the mail a while ago, The Power of Grayskull, the, let's see, what was it? The Definitive History of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. It's a documentary all about the history of He-Man, mostly focusing around the toy line. I think this is the same documentary that's on the complete He-Man She-Ra DVDs they put out a couple years ago. Because I was watching this and it sounded like it felt really familiar. So I'm thinking it's just that, but on its own DVD. I don't know, maybe it's a little bit different. I don't remember. I'll have to find that to check. Oh, and I think this is the last new Thomas DVD I have. Greatest Stories. And the cool thing with this is there's actually a few Ringo narrated episodes. So that's really cool, because Ringo is the one I remember best from when I was a kid. He's the one I have nostalgia for. I like Carlin, too. Carlin's cool. Alec Baldwin is also on this, and I don't really care as much for him, but he's okay. I like Carlin better. Anyway, yeah. Greatest Stories. And there are some pretty good episodes here. They did a good job putting this one together. Oh, and here's a, let's see, CD. Essential Ozzy Osbourne. Disc 1, Disc 2. Yeah, no box. I got this from Open Door, and there was just no box. It was in a sleeve. Whatever. Yeah, over there with the CDs. Oh, and here's some dollar DVDs I got. Hunky and Spunky and Molly Moo Cow. Yeah, on one of these old dollar DVDs. I used to see these all over the place. I used to have a bunch of them, but I gave them away slowly. So now I'm trying to get them back. Eventually I might do a video on these things. Let's see, I watched a couple of the Molly Moo Cows. I remember them from when I was a kid. I was watching the Molly Moo Cow and Robinson Crusoe one. And throughout the thing, I kept thinking, so where's Friday in this? Isn't Friday supposed to be like a really big character in Robinson Crusoe? Then at the very end, Molly Moo Cow puts coal on her face, and Robinson Crusoe goes, Friday! It's a blackface joke. And, oh boy. Anyway, here's the two others. And there's a lot of blackface jokes in these. It's really uncomfortable. Anyway, yeah, Mutt and Jeff Slick Sleuths. I remember Mutt and Jeff from when I was a kid. And then, let's see, Mighty Mouse, Heckle and Jekyll. They're fine. Oh, and I got this today. Sonic Boom Season 2, Volume 2. This was really cool. Really love Sonic Boom. It's my favorite Sonic cartoon, and Styx is on the cover. She's my favorite Sonic character. She's on the poster back there. I don't know why I pointed that out. It's embarrassing. Anyway. Yeah, really happy to find this. I don't have Season 2, Volume 1 yet. I was waiting to see if they were going to do a Blu-ray of Season 2, which they did, but Walmart didn't have it. Oh, and I also got this. This was a weird one. I see this when I look up Bigfoot DVDs. The Man Who Killed Hitler and Then the Bigfoot, with Sam Elliott. That sounds ridiculous, but like Sam Elliott versus Bigfoot. That sounds awesome. Like, the only thing about this that makes me kind of hesitant is all the, like, the positive reviews on it, and especially the little Rotten Tomatoes thing, because I don't trust them. Oh, and here's a Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island in a weird box. I think this is a switched box, because, like, let's see. Oh, yeah, it definitely is. Oh, well. Anyway, Zombie Island. I don't think I have Zombie Island on DVD, so cool thing to find, I guess. Oh, and this is Spinal Tap. I have a DVD of this, but it's in horrible shape. It was scratched up, and it doesn't play all the way through. The Blu-ray is nice, but the problem with the Blu-ray is the main menu isn't there. And if you know anything about the Spinal Tap DVD, you know the main menu is like one of the best main menus because the characters are commenting over it, and it's really, really funny. Anyway, it was in a silver box. That's really interesting. Still has the booklet in there, so that's cool. Oh, and then a couple Sentai DVDs. Here's the Japanese DVD of Goseiger, Last Epic, one of the Goseiger movies. And then the Malaysian Ryusoulger complete series in one of these weird, way too big boxes. Look at that. It's ridiculous. And then, like an audiobook thing, it's like in these little sleeves. Anyway, the nice thing is it came with the Ryusoulger movie. And then there's an extra slot for more discs to, I don't know, I guess if I ever find a Ryusoulger DVD without a box, there's a space for it. So, let's see, yeah, that's all the new DVDs I've gotten. Hope you enjoyed this. See ya.